Okay, so thank you for showing up for meditation. The meditation tonight's going to be on Buddhi. Buddhi is this word that it sounds like Buddha. Buddha is also known as the awakened one, and Buddhi means to awaken, awaken to your true self. So this is a part of yoga. I mean, we all know we have the part of our mind that's a monkey mind that wreaks havoc and is not a present mind. It's usually a time traveler. And so coming to the present moment is where I think we can have the awakenings, meaning we're seeing things more clearly. Okay, so my beautiful friends, let's just take a few deep breaths, maybe with some shoulder rolls. Inhale, shoulders forward and up. And exhale, shoulders back and down. Just unwinding from your day, just whatever you need to pick up and let it go. Just let it go. Sometimes throughout the day, we pick up energies like thoughts or just stresses kind of cling onto us. We just want them to get them unstuck. We can help just release in our body. Then, when you're ready, settle the shoulders down. And it's your choice, always yogi's choice, whether you want the eyes closed. But if you don't, for whatever reason, just let them be like sleepy eyes. So your eyelids are heavy and you're just gazing. Just let them gaze downwards without dropping your head down, of course. Keep your spine lengthened, elongated, lifting up through the crown of the head. But finding an ease in that, finding the shoulders down, your back at ease. I mean, obviously, you have to use back muscles to sit up tall. And then let's bring our mind's focus to the breath. And this is a tool we use for concentration, dharana. And just start to watch the natural breath. You can watch the breath anywhere you like in your body. So as you're watching your body breathe, you're paying attention to the body, you're connecting with this feeling awareness, what's present in your body, sensations in your body. We can also be aware of emotions in the body and how that shows up. And we're also aware of the breath and the body that breathes. And so the part of your mind that can be the witness to this is what Buddhi is. It's the part of the mind that is awake and aware. We sometimes call this the witness, the choice maker, or even the muscle of self honesty. Like, listen to the inner truth and the wisdom of your body. So, as we refer to Buddhi as the inner witness, this is the part of you that can witness both an outer experience and an inner experience. So, for example, like if you get triggered by something, maybe somebody says something or does something that triggers you, and from that trigger, you have a reaction. And so, the part of you that's the Buddhi, the witness, can actually observe you having this trigger. So, you can see the stimulus of what caused the trigger, the emotional trigger, that then caused you to take an action out of reaction. Okay, so often it can be unconscious, but at some point when we develop this muscle of being a witness, of Buddhi, this ability in our mind, we could actually watch ourselves go through it and have this awareness that we are being triggered and this is happening in our body and causing us to make these reactions. This is actually a good thing when we can witness it because it can be the beginning of healing, of slowly undoing some of what's causing the trigger, the core wound that's causing the trigger. So we could do that inner healing to like tend to the younger parts of ourselves that are reacting. And then Buddhi is a choice maker. So when we are in reaction, there's no choice in that. That's usually something very unconsciously happens. But we can again develop Buddhi as this choice maker where we can almost catch the moment. There's a sacred pause between stimulus and response. And again, if we're completely unconscious, we'll miss it. But if we have developed some Buddhi, part of our mind, this higher mind, in that sacred pause, we now can become a choice maker. So we have the capacity to disrupt the automatic pattern that is most likely rooted in the kleshas, the causes of suffering, our conditioning. And then instead of reacting, we can respond. And we can choose this with integrity and awareness. So now we've just upped the game, we've upped the ante. We're not only just witnessing having these reactions, we can like see it happening, but there's a moment where we can interrupt the reaction to respond. So sometimes this is called right action. Instead of reaction, we choose right action. Just contemplate that for a moment as you just sit with yourself, with your breath, with this moment. So just by sitting here, watching your breath and coming back again to just be present in your body that breathes, you're cultivating Buddhi, this higher part of your mind. And Buddhi can then become this muscle of self-honesty. So it uses self-inquiry. This is what we're doing when we're sitting, when we're doing our yoga or our meditation. It's a self-inquiry of just what's taking place in our bodies, having an awareness of even the other parts of our mind, the monkey mind. And it requires courage. This is a practice of courage. So that's why it's like a muscle of self-honesty. So Buddhi doesn't just see clearly, it's willing to face what it sees. Okay, so Buddhi is like that clear mind, that clear perception, to see things as they are. But even more, it's the willingness to face what you see. So even considering, all maybe the things you don't want to see, we don't want to see what we don't want to see, or we only see what we want to see. So much we kind of put a blind eye to because we don't want to deal with it. So this is why, it takes courage and it is a muscle to wake up, like this idea in yoga, to be awakened means we are willing to take a look at the falsehoods we have built our life on. And again, you might have this kind of understanding of you see other people, other people's patterns more clearly than you see your own. So when we build the muscle of truth telling with ourselves, it is Buddhi that gives us the strength to question our stories. So the storyteller part of the mind, the ahamkara, the I maker. So when we question our stories, we can challenge our ego and dismantle what no longer serves. And to cultivate this Buddhi higher mind. This meditation is one of the most wonderful practices you can do, to just sit and do nothing, but just simply be the witness, be the watcher of this moment. Buddhi is quietly calling you to wholeness by providing you the means to explore the more subtle aspects of your being. And so we can even think of Buddhi as very close to intuition, what we would call intuition. There is a slight difference, but it is very interconnected. In yogic psychology, refined intuition arises through a purified Buddhi. So, in other words, the more clear and balanced your Buddhi becomes, the more reliable and accurate your intuition will be. So, Buddhi is like the clear lens of discernment. So, think about again cleaning that lens. And then the intuition is what flows through the lens when it's clean. And then this next part really resonated with me, understanding this because I sometimes, when I like, it's good that we listen to our intuition, we get those messages, and then you realize sometimes, oh, I didn't listen to it. But sometimes they get confused as to what's intuition or what's anxiety. So if the lens, Buddhi, is clouded by ego, fear, or attachment, i.e., the kleshas, then intuition may feel more like anxiety or desire rather than clear insight. So, again, it's the kleshas that disrupt us from being really intuitive, to allow intuition to guide us, to help us. So I'd like to finish this meditation with one of my favorite meditations I do, and I've done it with you before as well, is to look through the clear lens of Buddhi at our future self. And I like to think of this future self like we're looking into the future, but it's our wiser self. Like look ahead 5 years, like even 1 year, but you could go 3 to 5 years or even 10 years. And if you continue this path of awakening and continue with the practices that help to refine the Buddhi and this muscle of discernment and clear seeing and truth telling, then you just become more wiser. Your lens becomes more clear. So just see yourself in your mind's eye as if you're sitting in front of a still pool of water. Let's take a deep breath here. Just inhale the life force and exhale, feeling peace and calm. And as you look into the pool of water, you see your wiser self looking back at you, this older you that has more clarity in their perception, the lens of perception, has developed more wisdom. And with that, you also acknowledge all the beautiful physical changes, maybe to your hair, your facial features, your body, maybe even the clothes you wear. Now look deeper into the reflection of your eyes, the eyes as the windows to your soul. Your wiser self knows how your life unfolds from this moment. They know the answers to any questions you might have right now at this time. They understand any challenges you're going through. And your wise self loves you unconditionally, no matter the conditions of your life. So as you gaze into their eyes, just be in a space of open receptiveness because they have a special message for you at this very moment in your life. They have a little nugget, or they have a word to give you some guidance or offering. It could even be just an image. Some people get images, some people get words or a statement or a sentence. And just take this moment to receive it, to listen in your mind's eye, in your open, receptive heart. And don't overthink it. Don't analyze it. You don't need to analyze it. Just receive it, breathe it in, take a deep breath in and out. Maybe it brings a smile upon your face. Maybe you're perplexed. And that's okay too. So just hold that as a nugget and take this final moment with your future self, your wise self, to thank them for this message in your face. Maybe you're perplexed. And that's okay too. So just hold that as a nugget and take this final moment with your future self, your wise self, to thank them for this message of guidance they have shared with you. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Just take a moment, a little bow to honor your higher self. And then open the three middle fingers to peer into the lotus flower. Om Mani Padme Hum. May the jewel within the lotus be realized. Feeling the palms, connecting with the place of peace. Om Shanti 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 Hi. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. I honor the light within you. Namaste.